And we're back. Hello, everyone.
Woot woot.
Welcome back to Well, I Got News for You here on 321_TV. Small point of order. I felt I should point this out in the interests of full disclosure. When I originally designed this campaign, the murder mystery was supposed to take like 2 episodes. We're currently on episode 5. So, surprise, surprise, I've rewritten the campaign to just be the murder mystery at this point. But there was really like a whole different campaign. That's gone now. So, yeah. Anyway,
don't worry. Then you'll have some other plot, which will be like you'll have spec'd out for 6 months of sessions, and we'll do it in 1.5.
Oh, I'm not running the rest of the campaign. I'm running the murder mystery, and then we're done.
I mean, it's only going to take us another 12 months, so we're probably fine.
I'm hoping someone else might want to run something afterwards, but we'll find out. But yeah, back to the plot, I guess. When we last left our intrepid adventurers, notice I didn't say heroes, they were negotiating with an Orzhovian oligarch for access to some spells that could help them out. So, he's just said, you scratch my back, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
I would expect nothing less. What can we humbly do for you?
It's a very simple, easy, not at all complicated little errand. Say.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, and she gestures over to like a very ornate looking plinth with a vase on the top. As you can see, my office is currently bereft my favourite kind of flower. Night blooming Renzo.
Mm.
If you could secure a dozen of them, bring them back for me, be more than spells that.
Okay.
Again, those long, elongated incisors just make that grin even more predatory than it.
Can I try to roll a nature to see what I know about these flowers?
Yes, if you want to.
Okay. I'm actually proficient, which gives me a 16.
What would you know about these flowers? They don't grow in the Selesnyan lands, you know that much.
Okay.
What else? They are very difficult to take care of. And you would surmise that that means they're probably very difficult to grow as well.
Which I have a question for her. I see that's a vase, so you're looking for cut flowers, right? Not ones you're wanting to cultivate.
A dozen night blooming Renzo flowers. Buy them. Well, how you acquire them is up.
And Agustus speaks up. So just 12 flowers and that's it?
12 flowers.
Hmm.
Dozen of my favorite bloom. as she lifts this very ornate chalice.
I'll look over to Adelchi to
Play us off.
either ask any questions or wrap up the meeting.
Well, we shall return as soon as possible with your flowers.
Roll me a Adelchi, roll me a
This be a wisdom?
Or history, or
yeah, I'll give you a
Craft paperwork.
I'll give you a
19.
It's taken you a couple of moments, but the name of these flowers is almost infamous in the Church of Document in Syndicate. Many people have gone out looking for these flowers for the dark.
How many people have come back in my remembering?
That is an excellent question. You didn't roll high enough.
Okay. Okay.
Our friend the Selesnya does have a question for our host, however.
The young again 14-year-old at most human girl turns to look at you and goes, "Yes, my friend."
Are there any forms we should fill out when we're done so we don't have to go through the same rigmarole we just did? I mean, it's after lunch already, and we started at dawn.
Oh, I'm sure that Adelchi can help. Aren't you, Adelchi? She stands up and walks around the table. Got this the goblet in her hand.
Yeah. Do I know of a faster way, or do I think that just having these flowers in hand will kind of get?
You do know of a faster way, because now you are not requesting the time of the oligarch. You are delivering things to the oligarch. So it's a whole different set of forms. Many less forms. But you also assume that anyone that's going to come back with a dozen of these flowers is going to be kind of okay, let him through, kind of thing.
Perfect. No sweat, Ruric. We get these flowers, and then we're fast tracking through the entrance process. We're okay.
Okay.
Okay, I guess.
no other choice, really.
Oh. Onward.
She's leaning on, she's got the goblet and she's drinking out of it, leaning back, her hips on the desk, so feet crossed over each other. Just every now and again, once she's drunk out of the goblet, she's capture a little bead of red liquid from her lip.
I have a really random question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I use my trunk to tell if that's blood
Okay.
or
Don't tell me can I. Tell me I'm going to do this and I will figure out a way for how you to do it.
Okay. I would like to use my trunk to tell if that's blood in her cup or not.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check with advantage. Because I think you get advantage on smell checks if I'm correct.
Yes. Hey, 16.
Everyone smells like blood.
Ah, okay. Right.
Everyone's breath smells like blood.
Ah. Okay. Oh, there you go. So
You
that
don't do anything with
definitely-
that information, or
I will inform everyone after we leave.
okay.
Just to not offend anyone, or to make everyone panic.
Okay.
I think there's only one among us who might panic.
Yeah.
All right, so are you wrapping it up, Adelchi?
Yep. Yep.
What are you doing? What you just
Oh,
turn
bowing.
around and walking
Sorry.
out?
No, bowing, and we shall return with your flowers.
Go with my blessing, dear neophyte.
Thank you.
And may Ceasis makes symbol church of
Once we get out the door, I would like to make a perception check to see if, let's say, I think it would be perception, to see if I believe this to be a snipe hunt.
right. A, what? And B, again, don't
Wild
tell
goose
me,
chase.
Don't tell me
Yeah.
I would like to do this. Tell me I want to do this. I'm doing this. And I will say yes and figure out a way that you can do it.
Okay. Well, I want to see if I guess to see if she's not necessarily bluffing, but sending
Well, in
us
that
on a
case,
wild
that would
goose
be
chase.
an insight check.
Okay.
Because that's what insight is for.
Okay. Well, an insight check then to see if she's sending us on a wild goose chase.
Okay.
14.
You don't think she's hiding any ulterior motive?
Not ulterior motive, but I just like these flowers probably aren't real.
That you wouldn't be able to tell that from
Yeah.
talking with.
Yeah.
That would involve research.
Okay.
I could certainly say that Ruric would happily volunteer that the night blooming resnos do not grow in Selesnyan lands, and
You
that
do
they're-
know of them.
yes, and that they're incredibly difficult to cultivate.
Well, I suspect we're probably going to need your contacts again, Ruric, to find out who, what, when, where, why.
Can we not light our house on fire this time? Not looking at anyone in particular?
I can't make any promises, but no.
Roll me a nature check,
Awesome.
and I'll give you advantage on this.
Oh, thank goodness, because otherwise it would have been a 2. With advantage, that's a 20
Okay.
total.
There are exactly 2 areas in which stuff grow on Ravnica.
Mm-hmm.
One is Selesnyan land. The other is the Undercity.
I was going to say some sort of Simic something, but Undercity. Okay.
The 2 guilds responsible for growing things on Ravnica are the Selesnya and the Golgari.
Oh. Oh, fuck.
So are you going to share that with us?
Yes. Yes.
Or would we know?
It looks like we might be headed underground.
Yeah, all right.
Are we outside
Where-
of the
where-
church? Or
You're
anything?
you're sort of like walking back from, like, you were in the waiting room. Now you've gone down the few stairs and you're going back out past the reception area. You're sort of stepping out into the plaza that has all of the stuff on it.
Okay. I would like to not alarm everybody, but I think those red drinks that we drank, I think that was blood.
Yeah, so.
Did it
I-
taste like blood?
I just wanted to, let everyone know.
You don't like having a little.
I mean, I prefer ale, but that's neither here nor there.
I mean,
Didn't choke it up,
The oligarch did have something of a sanguisuge aura about her.
That's
Okay.
a big word for you.
I'm learning.
I was about to say that's a word I've never actually heard. All right. Well, there we go. I guess we're off to go down.
So we need to figure out. So we should probably report in, let them know where we're going, because this is pretty far afield from our original assignment. I think it would be good to tell people where we're going, why. Maybe RNN has some other resources as well. I'm not saying this isn't a good idea, but I don't think finding out what time someone broke into our house is worth losing our jobs if RNN has other ideas.
Are the Gogori part of the agreement?
The guild pact, yes.
Okay.
They are
They're
one
part
of the
of the-
10 guilds.
They're part of the guild pact, but not part of the.
They are
The
not part
RNN.
of RNN.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They very much keep to themselves when.
All right. So yeah, we should at least log where we're going and the purpose of it, just so somebody knows where we are.
That would be a great idea. I think we can certainly spin it. This is research for the story, but our original story was a puff piece for the carnival, and then it turned into a murder, and now it's a breaking and entering story. And well, I just hope someone's going to be able to make it a good story that's worth all our time.
Mm.
I mean, I'm always happy for adventure, but I want to make sure that our bosses are too.
Just outside of this, when was the Rakdos Carnival supposed to start?
It was like this weekend, right? Like this piece was going to show.
To give you an idea, you went to do the interview on the equivalent of a Monday.
Okay.
It would now be Wednesday.
Okay.
And
so
the place is open on Saturday.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna have to file at least that part of the story soon, because it's supposed to be advertisement for it. So we'll keep that in
gave
mind.
them all the footage of the initial interviews and stuff, right?
You've already given that in.
Yeah.
And you have met with the editor since then,
Mm-hmm.
and you've been told to follow the story.
Right.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, this is more of a make sure somebody knows where we are kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm not
Mhm.
I'm less worried about why we're going. Okay.
You're gonna ride the hour back to RNN.
Hopefully the midday traffic is less
Crowded,
tightly
yeah.
packed than the
Less amorous.
less amorous than the way out this way.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that's the plan: is to go back to RNN, check in. Anyone who needs gear to gear up.
More
make whatever
requisition
preparations
forms.
More requisition forms.
Okay.
So
We actually find that the two goblins are still on.
They're just riding the
They're just
loop.
riding back.
Riding around the circle.
And we
just keep
managed
missing
to get
their-
on the same car.
They just keep missing their stop, and they don't care. What do we, since we have plenty of time to talk on our way back, what do our characters know about the Undercity, or does anyone have any particular insight about what the Undercity might contain or what we might encounter there?
Hmm.
Aren't the goblins also from Undercity?
Not
Uh,
like from all over Ravnica.
Okay.
How? What would you know about the Undercity? That's an excellent question. Because none of you probably have had reason to go down there at any point.
Mm.
Um. You would know that it is rumored that the Guild Hall of the Dimir is in.
Rumored.
You would also have heard tales of a place called Rix Madi, which is the Guild Hall of the Cult of Rakdos. It's known as it is Rix Madi, aka the Dungeon Palace, and it is known to be the seat of power for Rakdos himself. What else? You've also heard of a large like sea underground, known as the Undersea. But again, those are like the major landmarks. You probably wouldn't know much about like day-to-day operation of, you know what I mean? Like you wouldn't know
Yeah, no, I get it.
what a common day in the life of an Undercity person is.
Right.
But you've encountered Golgari before, and they seem like normal people, if a bit like sun-starved. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not all like washed out eyes and sullen flesh, and they're fairly normal people if a little like they need some vitamin D in their lives.
Sure.
There are some, and I'm not gonna lie to you, there are definitely some like your average. The one thing you do know is most of the elves live either in the Selesnya or in the Golgari.
Okay.
But difference between the Selesnya and the Golgari they're known as word. You have Karin,
Okay.
basically dark elf.
Okay.
Because they live without sunlight. A portion of the population are an insectile race called the Crawl. There's a lot of undead that live down there that aren't members of the Orzhov Syndicate. You also would know that there are large, just residential areas. Like the Golgari Swarm is the largest guild on Ravnica. It's called a swarm for a reason, right?
So it's not, a big labyrinthine cave system,
no,
like Faerun's Underdark. It's just another.
Well, I mean,
giant
there is a
sector of
certain
the city, and it just happens to be.
there is a certain labyrinthine quality to city streets,
Yes,
especially
yes.
city streets you don't know your way around.
That's fair.
But like you're not going to find a Minotaur at the center of the maze, if you know what I mean.
Yes. Okay.
You might find the Dimir Guild Hall though.
Yeah. It's just a
If you
place
do,
we haven't.
you're not coming back.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah.
And that's not a joke. Like,
Yep. Oh yeah.
So You are back at RNN. Let's say. What is your? Are you gonna want to requisition anything, or are you just gonna like pop in, be like, "Hey, we're going to the Undercity, BRB."
I will speak with Arlok, who's the elder of the Selesnyans here at RNN, letting them know where we're going and why. But other than that, I mean, Rook has all of his things.
When you tell the elder like why, what are you saying? Are you just saying we're going on an errand for an Orzhovian Syndicate member, or are you telling them the whole story?
No, it's we've become part of a story, and our investigation of the murder has led potentially.
You don't mention the break-in.
Well, I was going to say potentially the murderers to look at us have broken into our houses, and this is a means to find out more information, to backtrace them.
So he offers to send someone to cleanse your abode of evil spirits.
That would be appreciated. Okay.
So, while you're away, you're gonna get it fumigated.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let me see how many. How long do we think we might be down there?
That is an excellent question. All the information you have so far is the name of a flower and that it grows in the Undercity.
All right. Well, I have the standard 10 days of rations, so I think that's what Ruric is going to be comfortable carrying. He doesn't have that big a strength. Rope, all the.
Now, bear in mind, the Undercity does connect to the Overcity in many areas. Like you're not stuck in the.
It's not a black hole. Yeah.
It's not like once you go in, you can't come above ground till you found the flowers.
Right. And who knows? There'll be plenty of wonderful mushroom dishes to try down there too.
A lot of the food on Ravnica does come from the Undersea.
I believe. So yeah, Ruric is pretty well prepared. I mean, he has his holy symbols, his armor, and his weapons, and
hitting stick.
I mean, he does have a big hitting stick. He also has a sword, which he is carrying with him for, I believe, the first time in this adventure. Today's session has been the first time he's actually wielded or carried, at least, his sword.
And I would suggest either Ruric or Augustus, or maybe similar between the two of you, to find something safe to carry the flowers in once we find them. Some sort of container that would keep them protected. If we're going to go to all this trouble.
So, would a bag of holding keep the flowers intact? Like after we snip them, if we toss them in there, would they stay the same?
Roll me a Arcana check.
7.
Do you wish to use your inspiration?
No, because I would like to use my inspiration for if we
something important. Yeah,
something important.
You think so?
So I guess we can just requisition a bag of holding. I mean, do I know that the flowers are super hard to maintain, or
I mean, yeah, I mentioned that these are not hardy flowers.
Okay, so unless I'm brewing up an idea. Because I would like to make a containment unit for said flowers if we cannot if we can't get a bag of holding, or I don't know off the top of my head that flowers or other living organisms will stay the same if you just toss them in. Because I think that might be a fun little thing to do. If not, I'll just blow myself up.
I mean, it's up to you guys, really.
How about, and this will probably be something like if Augustus brings the idea of the bag of holding, I'll mention maybe we can get a case, put the flowers in the case, put the case in the bag of holding.
Oh yeah, that actually doesn't.
So
make
they're
sense.
not loose in the bag of holding.
You're right. That makes plenty of sense. See why? You see, that's why they pay you the big bucks. They pay you the big bucks to.
I get paid. Get all the oatmeal I can eat.
Exactly. Oatmeal and trail mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of trail mix. Yeah, something that we would use to hold sensitive material. The kind of thing you put a magic wand in,
or the kind of thing you put some important spell scrolls.
There you go.
As long as you can keep them safe.
Exactly.
As we have that idea and we sort of turn to the Izzet.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, so I'll go. I'll knock something out right quick. Give me like an hour or two, and I'll put something together.
Can any of us see in the dark?
Yes.
I cannot.
Follow you then.
Is it? I mean, it's a city, right? It just happens to be underground.
Correct.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It is lit and
Well,
not
what-
on fire.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
It's totally lit, man.
Not in that stupid way that kids use the word lit. Anymore.
We can still always requisition the goggles of the night vision goggles, just on the off chance. It doesn't hurt.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
Exactly.
Those are I know those are powerful.
So here's the thing. I need you to decide what approach you are taking to transporting the flowers. Because you've spurted out 5 different ideas at this point.
Well, it sounds like our is it's
in
gonna
character, sort out a way that you're doing it, please.
So it sounds like not to jump over Aimee, but Izzet's going to make a box, like a protective case, that ideally we will then either make or find a protective case that we will then use to house the flowers inside a bag of holding, just for further prevention of them getting damaged in transport.
Yes.
I believe that is the hope / goal.
So you're going for scroll tubes.
Like a
Yeah.
something like that
So you're looking to carry a dozen scroll tubes.
in a bag of holding.
Yes.
Right. Where are you getting the bag of holding?
We're going to request it.
The big Loxodon's going to request it.
It's going to take, however long he invents the cases for Adelchi to do the paperwork.
Right, just to give you an idea, right? Adechi, how much gold do you have?
I have 43 and 6.
Augustus, how much gold do you have?
I have 35.
How much does Ruric have?
34.9 since I spent an extra silver.
And how much does Zimzix have?
That's a good question. Where is that? Inventory. There we go.
Gonna be some 5-digit.
I have 60 plus a silver.
Yeah, I know a bag of holding is not cheap.
So between you, you have 172 gold pieces. A bag of holding is a minimum of 500 gold.
Wow.
Even RNN is not going to be reckless enough to requisition you.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Like the glasses of night are like 1,500. I think
I mean,
no way
we
we're
can-
gonna get that.
Yeah, we can still go with like a hard case and make it large enough for.
Like hard scroll tubes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily scroll tube, the individual scroll tubes, but one case. Or could a case that holds
honestly
scroll
a
tubes.
flower box. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
A flower box, but kind of an actual case, a flower case.
Yes.
Yeah,
Something that somebody can carry on their back, or
Wooden with padding inside, kind of thing was my thought.
Mm-hmm.
Like the kind of thing you might transport and present an ornamental sword in, only made for flowers instead, or I should say with more cushion and less support.
So you're looking to craft this, Jamie, yeah?
Yep.
How do we want to do this? What tools are you proficient in?
I have tinker tools, but I got a hammer.
Well, no, to invent it would be tinker tools.
Okay, so yeah.
Let's see here. Let's start by having you make a intelligence check to like draw up the plans.
Okay. Shit. I will use my inspiration die.
Okay.
That's a D4, right?
No, inspiration lets you re-roll the D20.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah, it gives you advantage on a roll. Yeah, it's different than
Ooh.
bardic inspiration. Yeah.
Natural 20.
Okay, so you draw up the plans. Go, and now let's have you roll a proficiency. Let's have you make a dexterity check. With
You always want
advantage.
the tinkerer making dex saves. That's great.
Not save, a check with advantage.
Yes.
Oh,
you
what the?
And you get to add your proficiency bonus.
Oh. I'm just gonna throw all my dice away. That doesn't even make any sense. Like, with advantage, I rolled a nat 1, and then I rolled a 2.
Good thing for advantage.
Like,
So here's what I'll let you do.
okay.
You can fail spectacularly and not know it until you try to use it. Or you can succeed, but at a price.
I would like to fail spectacularly.
And not know it until you try to use it.
Exactly.
Right, cool.
Because that's what makes things so much more fun.
Then you have a very nice looking box in your hands. That's
Yes.
about the size of a dozen flowers. A bouquet of a dozen flowers. And you've done all the nice, like, support work on the outside and things.
Awesome.
Oh man, we're not gonna get our own for spells, are we?
Hell no, that's gonna be fun the whole time.
Exactly. Well, guys, I made the box.
Awesome.
Looks nice.
Good. All right. Well, let's get on down, shall we? Is there like a elevator or
So what actually usually happens is you access the Undercity through access to the tram lines, but you just keep going down a level. Right? So you enter the Undercity through like tram stations. Because you know how like the tram runs underground.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a set of stairs that go down to the tram platform. And then from the tram platforms, you have another set of stairs that goes down to like the Undercity entrance. So there's probably an elevator for like the Minotaurs and the Centaurs and the less able-bodied people, but there's stairs too if you want. You just want to be like late in the back.
Cardio.
Nah, I'm gonna take the trains down.
Taking the elevator down. Okay. So there is a tram station like right outside RNN because it's connected to the Zonot. So you make your way down.
Wait, did we hear from Zimzix and Adelchi about any other preps they're making?
I think Aimee said she wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just letting them know.
Oh, okay.
I don't have anything.
Yeah, I got all my stuff on.
Since you're not requisitioning anything, I'm not sure Adelchi has any forms to fill.
Oh,
And you told some. Sorry,
he is making notes in his multiple copies of his ledgers about how much he paid into the tithe box today and for his co-workers, with the assumption that Zimzix was honest.
poor Adelchi. So where exactly are we going within the Undercity?
Again, you have 2 points.
We have zero idea.
You have 2 points of data.
Yeah. I'm guessing there's a Golgari area.
I think
The
we're going to
whole
go and
Undercity
we're going to
is
try to
Golgari.
make friends.
Yep.
Okay.
Whole Undercity
All
is
right.
Golgari.
Ooh, who would be? Wouldn't they have like a head of horticulture or something? Like, don't you guys have something like that?
I mean, we have everyone in the Conclave, but yeah, something like that.
So maybe something like that with among them.
Probably, yeah. We can make that work.
All right. Well, I guess we can ask or I don't know about asking around. That might draw too much
Everyone
attention.
roll me a history.
Oh no. History.
Not bad.
Okay.
18.
22.
14.
Okay. Everyone
Hero.
but the Paladin. As you stood there, you're doing the talking about going down into the Undercity. How you're going to try and find these flowers. Something kind of occurs to you back of. Not everyone in the city tolerant overall.
Oh, go figure.
Need like an ambassador or something.
Sounds like it. We're gonna have to find someone to help vouchsafe us.
Tour guide.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, they'll probably have those.
I don't know if they'll have them. I think that someone would have to identify and track down.
Well, if they're a tour guide, you'd think they would advertise their services.
Yes,
Maybe I've got some contacts.
Sure, Ruric. That's how we will. We'll go with that optimization, optimism of a tour of how we're going to find our way around.
Well, you guys know that it's rumored that the Dimir have a headquarters of sorts down there, right? Rumored, of course.
Of course, rumors, but
maybe I can find a contact or something.
I mean, I get the feeling that we'll be able to find someone pretty easily who knows
Who
Who
both
knows
knows and
something.
wants to talk to us and doesn't
Or
want to
can
kill
be
us on
convinced.
sight. Yeah.
I think it's just settling and separating.
Yeah, I think we can do it.
Maybe.
Probably just inside the bottle. Stuff inside the bottle.
So,
Oh, there we go.
what is the plan?
I believe we are going to follow Alexander's the Great plan of show up and find out.
Walk around and find out.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going scientific
Look
method
for
on
the
this one.
information booth.
All right. So let's do this. I know this has been a shorter second half, but since you're about to go down into the Undercity, let's call it here. I know it's a shorter second half. I apologize, but it really does make it breaking point.
Mhm.
So, first of all, you all leveled up.
Whee!
Ding.
You're leveling up to 5 at this point, I believe.
Cool.
We will do all the leveling up stuff off stream for coming back, where we will begin your adventure. Yeah,
Awesome.
right.
It's
So,
good to be back.
since we're ending the stream, Jordan, where can people find you?
You can find me all over the internet as Mr. NNJ. That's MR_NNJ. You can find me here on Tuesdays, typically, for Teamwork Tuesdays with Bob and Aimee. And
Or getting
filling
carried
in,
by sweeping blasters.
getting carried by sweeping blasters and about to get carried by mortars as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna have
Um,
literally nothing to do. I'm just gonna stand there and be like, I'm a Jedi.
You get to pull things for us.
I don't get that till like level 58.
To be,
No,
to
but
be
you
fair,
sneak in
Aimee,
and-
Aimee has been having a rough time aiming her sweeping blasters.
She's been shooting in the sky. Yeah.
That's the character. That's not me.
Yeah.
Just yeah. So yeah, look out for that. We should be back with this coming Tuesday, where we get our starships.
We
And just
bugger
before
off the
this,
Taris.
and just before the session today, I got to that point in the storyline because I have been speed running my way to the campaign to get to there. So yeah, that's me. You also follow the channel at 321 Podcast.
On the
All the
Twitters.
Twitter links over are now in the chat.
Cool. Aimee, where can people find you?
On the Twitters, I am at child_AK. That's mostly writing stuff. So if you're interested in writing and National Novel Writing Month and all of that fun stuff, then you'll see me there. On the Facebook, I'm Nova CoML, and I have a channel here on Twitch, which is Maven Maverick.
Jamie, what about you?
You can follow me on Twitch at Sir Dr. JC Sterling. You can follow me on reverse. Twitch, you can follow me on Silver Wolf, that's with the E24. Twitter, Sir Dr. JC Sterling. You can also, if you want to watch, well, you're not going to be able to watch the latest episode. I didn't want any of DMC violations on music and stuff like that. But Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling is where I do commentary at. Delta Wrestling Alliance is also where I do commentary at. You can follow them at youtube.com/Delta Wrestling Alliance. I think that's about it. I do have some more shows upcoming and everything. I have a big show in November, and I have another big show in October that I'm going to be calling for.
Okay, and Poetics, what about you?
Unlike all these very prolific internet personalities, there's only one place online you can find me, and that is at the website poeticsonline.net, where I write about gaming, technology, and other fun stuff.
And as for me, you can find me on Twitter at BobTGoldfish. And you can find other stuff I do over at thxdhockey.com. One would be /BFTG for the Power Rangers stuff, and the other would be /awesome-mania. Pro wrestling podcast that like a watch along various things. We talk about what we're seeing and designed to be watched with the pay-per-view. So. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. Big shout out to Sean the Window for the raid. We will be back in 2 weeks for more Have I Got News for You? And there will be I'm not making any promises, but look for me maybe on my own, maybe not. Next weekend. Next Sunday, maybe. Hint, hint, Jordan. With the release of Diablo 2 Resurrected.
Oh yeah, that's coming out, isn't it?
We'll see. No promises though. Thank you for watching, everybody. And we will see you next time.
Peace.
Bye.